Reading is termination again. Actually, I'm kind of glad everything fell apart on Friday because I'm kind of enjoying doing the new versions of the recordings. I'm still struggling with understanding the software and the technology, and I'm hoping it comes across okay for you folks in a way that's enjoyable, entertaining, educational, enlightening, and so on. So the next one I'm doing here, I'm referencing some of the scary stuff that's happening on our planet right now, notably, for example, massive fires. I referenced that in the previous videos. Uranus and Taurus, okay, planet Earth, the planet, the physiology and physics and the physical nature of the planet itself, composed of minerals, chemicals, everything. We have earth, air, fire, and water, like in the tarot. We have, the periodic table for all the chemicals that make up our planet, everything from iron to uranium to germanium to water, whatever it is. And it's all churning around and swirling around on this spherical blob we call planet Earth. And in the last few decades, humans have found a way to be a lot more observant about collecting information and figuring out what to do with it. What does it all mean? So I'm going to reference some visual charts in a minute to kind of show you what I'm talking about. The thing that scared a lot of people, of course, is all the big fires recently. It's been all over the world, everywhere. Greece, Canada, Europe, Africa, Central South America, the Amazon, where else? I can't remember all of them. Right now, we just had the big one in Hawaii, very frightening. I think they're up to 85 now who verified has died, but there's still a lot more unaccounted. It seemed to be a very, very strange fire, and then it just kind of went very big, very suddenly. And so the fire department there is very suspicious about what actually happened. I don't know. But then again, with Uranus and Taurus, we get shocking, insane surprises when it comes to planet Earth. Basically, the physics and the earthliness of it, the volcanoes, fires, hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis, drought, flooding, extreme heat, extreme cold, and so on. So you can see the other videos regarding that stuff. What I want to do now is kind of illustrate the thing about fires so that you understand about how scary it is. But again, it's perfectly normal. It's just the Earth doing what we do. So I'm hoping you can see this. Can you see my little image up there in the top right-hand corner? Anyway, follow my arrow. This is the United States, okay? Over here, it's already nighttime, okay? And the dividing line is officially here, and the twilight zone is around here, as you can see. Now, I'm over here. There's Los Angeles, where I used to live, right on the beach. I'm going to go in a little bit tighter. I don't know if you can see this. So this is where I used to live, right here on the beach. Right on the beach. But of course, I never had fires there, but I had some fires that were very close. Now I live over here, and there's the York fire, which is mostly contained now. But it was awful for the last 10 days or 2 weeks. It's just been awful. The air, the thick brown orange, sickly, highly polluted air. And during that time period, I had a horrible sinuses in my lungs and my head. It was just awful. I blame it on the fires. I blame it all on the planets. So, moving north, I don't know if you can see this. Do you see all the red blobs? Those represent major fires that are active right now. So over here is the border with Canada. There's Seattle. There's the Pacific. There's Hudson Bay. Now, if we keep going further north, look at this. Look, The whole of northern Canada is on fire. Now watch this. Look what happens when you go into detail, close up. You can see that there's look at this. These are all the fires that are now raging in Western Canada. Again, I've seen very disturbing videos, especially about the recent fires in Greece, that make me feel it's very hard not to think that there's arson going on here. When you see a guy from a drone way high up, and you see a guy on a motorcycle with a huge backpack full of weird things, and every 5 meters, he's pulling out one of these things out of his backpack, it lights it, and throws it into the forest. Is that arson? Looks like it to me. Anyway, let me scroll down again. I'm moving too quickly. Anyway, so you can see there. Yeah, that's all right. Sorry, it's hard to control some of this software. Now you can see there's a massive storm brewing in the Pacific, and there's Hawaii itself. Fires are already gone, they're already out. And you might have heard me talking last week and the last few weeks about all the insane flooding over here in China. So there's a lot of cloud. Remember, this is live. This amazing software updates every few minutes. And so what you're seeing here is clouds. Now, if I change this, I've worked with this before, but I don't really want to change the software at the moment. But if you follow my arrow, there's Shanghai, 25 million people. There's Beijing, 22 million people. There's Hong Kong down here, like 20 million people in the surrounding areas. And there's dozens and dozens of other huge cities in here. Remember, there's 1.4 billion people that live in the circle that I'm drawing right now. And they just had massive flooding over here in Beijing and through Shanghai. But that storm, Doksuri, is already finished and moved on. We've got new huge storms. Look at the size of this storm. This is enormous. This is a hurricane. I think they call it a cyclone or a something. Anyway, it's absolutely enormous. It's about half the size of Japan, and it's heading straight for Japan. There's Tokyo. Tokyo is about 26 million. The actual city goes all the way out to here. So Tokyo is going to feel it, but it's actually crossing further over the south. So again, I look at Uranus and Taurus for all this scary stuff. Let me shrink down again. There are other fires up in northeast Russia, way up here, way, way up. There's Eastern Europe. It's nighttime, as you can see. There's not a lot of precipitation right now. Well, there is. You can see the clouds, but at nighttime, it's actually just easier to see the boundaries over here. And right now, oh, look, there's Ukraine. Look. So they have a little bit of cloud over here, a little bit of wispy cloud over here. The war zone is over here. They don't show bombs. I'm pretty certain there's software that shows the bombings and stuff, but I don't have military access to that kind of stuff. Anyway, let me go back over to little England. Right now, they're having a miserable time over here. It's really cold and wet. My sister lives down here at the tip of this arrow, and she's lucky to get 75 degrees right now. And it's the middle of summer. Well, it's the end of summer over there. One of my favorite channels, Neil McCoy Ward, he's all about finance. He lives right here on the Isle of Man. Anyway, enough of that. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed that. Take care. I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.